What's good? What's good, all my gambling folks on this fine Thursday? Today is Thursday night football. My name is Black Tie Bets, and I got Dizzy Bets with me. You can check us out on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all the regular social medias, and we are part of the Money Train, and you can check it out on YouTube.
Hell yeah, man. Hey, I appreciate my boy Black Tie Best being in here, man. We got another host, Hawk. He just a listener right now. But hey, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna go ahead and get into it. We got a Thursday night football game. You got the Seattle Seahawks against the San Francisco 49ers. So you got the over under at I'm gonna say 48 and a half. Over and under at 48 and a half. You got the spread leaning towards San Francisco at minus 3.5. And of course, making Seattle the plus 3.5 underdog. And money line at plus 155. I seen a good couple little picks for this game. Of course, I'ma just say off of starting off, you can't really go too wrong with DK Metcalf. A very strong receiver who knows how to get yards after the catch and can make some smooth catches. So if I would have to say starting out, that's who I would look at far as if a person was wanting to make a pick. What you got for us, Black Tie?
Say less. I'll mirror that. From a receiving standpoint, I think the Seahawks are going to be down, so that's going to force them to have to throw the ball. I got Zach Charbonnet over 13 and a half reception yards. He's covered that in his last five, so I think it'll be a pass heavy game. DK, even Tyler Lockett. We could look at his line too. I think it'll be pass heavy for sure.
Um, I'm with you. I ain't even gonna lie, because it definitely Seahawks don't even run the ball. Listen, last week or last Sunday, they had all of 3 rushes before the third quarter. You want to know how I know? Because I fucking watched that shit. That shit was because I had Cabernet to get over on his rushing and receiving 3 yards, and then after the third quarter, who became the leading rusher? Fucking Geno Smith. Man, this shit is crazy. But you know, I digress. But I like the picks that you went with because I was looking at the 13 and a half for him. And then of course Tyler Lockett, they'll probably be throwing some double teams at DK Metcalf which would leave Lockett open. And of course Smith and Jigba. I ain't really too mad at him. Cause they definitely gonna be throwing it. I definitely see that. And also I'm gonna flip it on the 49er side. You know what I'm saying? I like Debo. Debo to at least get 40 yards receiving. I like that pick as well. Because I think this is the first game he's back. So they're going to put
Yeah,
him in that number 2 and slot.
yeah, it'll definitely. I think they're definitely going to game plan around Debo. I'm looking at his touchdown prop right now. It's plus money for sure. I'm going to get the exact line so I don't sit on here and lie. But I like him touchdown wise. We know how they run. It might be rushing, it might be passing, and then he good for the yards after catch. I've seen a few cappers were high on Ayuk, but I don't necessarily know if today is going to be his game.
Well, when you insert Debo, I mean, it kind of like a tree kind of thing. You got the one at the top. They Christian McCaffrey, of course. I mean, Ayuk would get in where he fit in because they fit that offense around Christian McCaffrey, Debo, because you can definitely see him in the backfield, see him in the slot, pretty much all over the place. So as long as he good to go, they gonna run him. They is definitely gonna run him. So they definitely gonna have him all over the field. Look for them screen passes, jet sweeps, all type of shit. Of course, we know Kyle Shanahan can call a offensive masterpiece. So I definitely look for him to get the ball. Really not too sure on that Seattle defense. but you know they are 2-1 at home, so we'll see how they'll get. They're gonna be creative and getting the ball to Debo for sure. Definitely. Look at Mason to get some carries too.
Yeah, Jordan Mason. I mean, he's kind of taken on the NFL by storm, replacing McCaffrey. He is crazy because he's keeping up with the same load. He averaging about 15 carries a game, and they treating him just like Christian McCaffrey Jr. So that's pretty refreshing in my opinion, just because from a better standpoint, I don't think the 49ers have really fell off, but nobody really knows what McCaffrey gonna do as far as his injury. I mean, he on the IR, so he'll probably be out at least through week 8. But shit. With that said, what you think about the money line? What you think about the spread?
Shit. Um, Money line. I don't think you can go wrong with San Francisco money line. Right. I definitely feel like it'll be Seahawks can keep it from 3-7. So I like San Francisco to win. Definitely getting their piece back, which is Samuel. They had a heartbreaking loss last week against the Cardinals. So I definitely look for them to be amped back up and get the win in Seattle. Even though they're 2-1 at home, 49ers are 0-2 away, but I definitely feel like Shanahan gonna put it together to get the win.
Yeah, bro. Without question, I think just to double back, Debo's at plus 110 for a touchdown. I think that's great value. I'm not on my book right now, but I think a parlay, if anybody wanted some light and easy, San Francisco money line with a Debo touchdown, I think that's a fair parlay. There's probably a few more with more value, maybe with a higher hit rate, but I think that's a nice little two pick. I know that'll probably bring back plus 200 or something like that. I'm a big fan of the spread tonight, bro. 3.5. Obviously, we know a field goal to win, you'll be hooked. But I definitely think the 49ers will get out, a 2-score lead, and the Seahawks will spend the whole game chasing. Is what I imagine happening.
I can see that too. I really don't. If it was me, I'd do -2.5. I just do -2.5 just to save it from that field goal happening. But you can never be too safe. Motherfuckers fuck around and win by 2. But I like the spread. I definitely would do the -2.5. Or if you did the money line, or if you even ran it on a teaser, I definitely feel like it'll be a high scoring game. Both teams definitely can get 20 apiece. And with the Seahawks chasing, it's going to be forcing Gino to throw the ball and to make more mistakes while he's throwing the ball. So I ain't going to say the 49ers can get a lead and stay on it because they was up by 13 against Arizona.
Yeah,
With
yeah.
16 unanswered points. So I definitely look at it a back and forth. The over definitely looks nice. It's sitting there at over 48.5. I wouldn't mind taking it straight up, honestly, because it's definitely going to be a back and forth game. Um, Probably start out a little slow, but it'll definitely end on a high note. I feel like over 48.5, even if you reduce it a little bit. So
Yeah. I mean, I just while you were talking, I pulled up some stats because I guess one of our final points could be what we know about primetime unders. But what matters to me is the game flow. We talk about it all the time amongst ourselves, but if a team goes up 2 scores, they slow their offense down, or you
right.
just see a lot of field goals like we saw in this Kansas City primetime game against the Steelers, if I'm not mistaken, this past Monday. You'd think a team gonna punch it in the end zone. Other team has a goal line stand, and 7 points turns into 3. And then you look up and it's the fourth quarter, and neither team has 25 points, and it's like, boom, the under cashes again.
Yeah, you definitely always got to look out for that. Especially even when they get that. That's the thing. Side note I like about college because you got teams don't necessarily take their foot off the gas because they'll keep scoring. They like shit. Either you gonna stop this or we're gonna keep scoring touchdowns. Some teams in the NFL do that, but it's not a regular thing. You know what I'm saying? Because the teams will be up. We've seen this plenty of times. Be up and they just hit a brick wall and can't get shit going until it's too late. Next thing you know, the other team done won the game.
Exactly. So check me out. Just to throw a little data out there. So far this season, I think it includes Monday's game. Maybe, maybe not. But the unders are hitting at a 40 to 37 ratio, meaning 40 unders than hit, 37 overs than hit out of all the games. That's 51% of the games that went under. So obviously that includes more than prime time, but I definitely think that's where the value is. Obviously, everybody's book is different. Some let you alternate the line, move it up, move it down. But all else fails, take the fucking under. You feel me?
No, facts. It's definitely one of them to where I could say a toss up kind of thing because at any given moment, next thing you know, people start scoring out of nowhere. You be like, what in the fuck? But I'm definitely with the data on that too, as far as how it goes, because usually it do be that. But we had a couple exciting because the last one went under, didn't it? The Chiefs and Saints.
Steelers. Yeah. I
Oh
think
yeah.
it
Oh okay. That's
yeah, I think it barely went under. Like I don't think it was, it wasn't like the Dolphins where they put up 25 together, but yeah, it definitely went under. Yeah, it went under.
so. That's the picks and the selections that I got so far. If Black Tide ain't got anything else, you got any more leans you want to give me?
Let's see. The only other lanes I got is Jordan Mason over 83.5 yards.
Oh yeah.
Um, that's the traditional over under line. That should be at, anywhere from -110 to -125. Just because I think he'll be getting that workload. And then if you feeling real feisty, a lottery to consider is a DK Metcalf, 5 catches, Kenneth Walker, 12 carries, and then Jordan Mason with the alt line of about 15 carries. So I like to think, we threw some straight picks out there, some parlays, some leans, and then we threw what hits 50% of the time with the under. So I'm good, man. I think we got some nice picks today, and then of course you follow us, you'll be able to see what we ended up going with and whether it won or lost.
Hey, make sure y'all tune in, man. Of course, at his Instagram page, Black Ties Bets, me at Dizzy Bets. Y'all will see a recap of the picks that we called out on the next video, man. Tune in next time. Money Train.